Your signature was used in a place you never went. The person behind it knows it will soon be traced back to you. Archangel Michael says, the seal of your name was used in a place where your footsteps never touched. The air around you has started to change because someone dared to play with a sacred part of your identity. The person who did this knows they've awakened something far greater than they expected. This isn't a simple mistake, this is forged with intent. Behind the walls of an unfamiliar building, your signature sits on a document that is now moving through hands you've never met. And each moment that passes, the web around the truth is unraveling. The person behind this isn't a stranger to your world. They've known your name, observed your habits, and taken something personal that didn't belong to them. They thought by signing your name, they could shape a reality without you noticing, but the realm of spirit has already stepped in. There are forces surrounding you that have recorded every lie spoken, every move made in your name, every whisper traded in dark rooms. They are counting down the time until exposure breaks open like a wound. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The paper holds more than just ink. It holds your vibration, your energy, and your essence, which they tried to replicate but failed. It won't be long before the falsified path they created burns away, leaving only the truth standing in its light. Archangel Michael says you were chosen to walk through this storm and emerge stronger than before. Every piece of forged information carries a price, and the one who wrote your name in betrayal is beginning to feel the weight of that cost. Their eyes dart in fear now, watching for shadows that carry messages they can't control. You may not see their face yet, but you are feeling their fear. You've been sensing something, an unexplainable anxiety, a strange feeling in your gut when you see certain names or places. That's not random, that's your divine alert system warning you that someone's lie is about to collide with your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1121. This person used your name in a place they were never supposed to. They thought their influence would protect them, but they underestimated the energy that follows someone chosen. What they signed will soon come into light, and when it does, it won't just be a legal matter, it will be spiritual. You may not remember ever giving permission, that's because you never did. But the paper carries your forged approval, and that's where the storm begins. You'll notice strange calls, unfamiliar mail, or documents referencing meetings you never attended. Do not ignore these signs. They are confirmations. Your spirit is pulling the threads together so you can see what's been done behind your back. Type Amen to get blessing 717 if you've been feeling watched. It's not in your head. The person who forged your name is checking if their lie has reached you. They're watching, waiting, sweating. Archangel Michael says the chain of evidence is being pulled tighter and tighter. There's no escaping it now. What began as a cowardly act in secret will soon become public exposure. They are aware that their name might come to the surface with yours, and that terrifies them. They wanted you blamed, questioned, even punished. But now the story is shifting because someone else has started to ask the right questions. You were never meant to know, but now that you're re-aware, everything around you is rearranging to bring justice into place. No force can stop what's coming for the one who dared to tamper with your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1009. The building where the forged document lies holds secrets tied to your past. It's not just about a signature. It's about ownership, inheritance, and rights someone tried to steal. They knew what they were doing and who they were targeting. Your energy has started to disturb them. Even if you've said nothing, your silence is louder than they can tolerate. The guilt in their hands is starting to burn them every time they touch that file. Something happened the moment that ink touched the paper. A spiritual gate opened, your ancestors felt the tremble, and now they are guiding this revelation with divine precision. They are not angry. They are alert. Type Amen to get blessing 444. It was a risk on their part, thinking you were too distracted or too distant to notice. But they didn't realize who protects you. They didn't calculate that your angels have been keeping a record of every false move. This is deeper than legal trouble. The person who forged your signature awakened a spiritual alarm that can't be silenced. What's coming for them won't be seen until it's too late. In a quiet room, someone is now panicking. They are reading through what they signed and finding holes in their lies. They are contacting others, trying to piece together a cover story that is already crumbling. Type Amen to get blessing 1222. Archangel Michael says, you must remain calm as the waves shift in your favor. You are not alone. What they meant to destroy will end up rebuilding you. Even if the world seemed quiet around you, heaven was not. Every conversation, every silent nod in backrooms, they've been watched. Now is the time the mirror will turn toward them. You may feel tired, drained, even anxious, but that's because your energy has been pulled into battle without you even knowing it. And still, you are winning. You have not been forgotten in this spiritual fight. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Behind this forged signature is a motive. Greed, revenge, or desperation. They didn't just sign your name, they tried to become you, but spirit cannot be duplicated. No matter how neat their handwriting was, the truth bleeds through the lines. Your aura can't be faked, and the document vibrates with conflict. That paper is cursed, and they are beginning to feel the effects. Unusual dreams, nervous breakdowns, sudden problems with communication, these are signs that they are being spiritually haunted by what they did. And this is just the beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. They believed no one would notice. But a staff member, someone quiet, someone observant, noticed something off. That person has been holding on to the knowledge. Unsure of who to tell, that person will become the key. They will speak soon, and their words will break the wall wide open. The moment they talk, everything changes. The trail of lies will collapse into evidence. And you will stand, not as a victim, but as proof of divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says your name is marked by truth, not by the lies they tried to sow around it. That document carries their fear now, not your shame. You are not who they said you were, you are far more powerful. The storm that's coming is not to destroy you, but to wash away what has been falsely planted in your name. It will hurt them more than they ever imagined, because the truth carries weight. And that weight is falling directly onto their shoulders. The forgery is more than paperwork. It's a reflection of a life they built on deception. And that life is cracking. Type Amen to get blessing 1003. Even now, someone is thinking about confessing. They are tired of covering the lies. They are tired of watching you walk unknowingly into a trap that was meant to crush your name, but they won't succeed, they cannot win. Because the angels are already preparing the next move on your behalf. You might receive an anonymous call, or a letter, it will be the first clue. Type Amen to get blessing 999 soon. People who were blind to the situation will begin to see it clearly. They will remember conversations, dates, and behavior that never made sense until now. Suddenly, your innocence will become undeniable. And with it, their guilt will glow like fire underwater. It cannot be hidden anymore, the world will know. Keep your calm, your silence is louder than any accusation they will try to throw back. Stand still and let their lies betray them. This is their collapse, not yours. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The moment of exposure is already on the clock, and the countdown has begun. The signature they forged was the beginning of their end. Stay strong, chosen one, stay alert, and be ready. Your name is about to be cleared in a way that silences every doubt forever. The person who dared to forge your signature thought they were clever, calculating just enough to slip past detection, but they didn't factor in timing. Now everything is collapsing because they moved too quickly, too confidently, and too arrogantly. The energy is shifting. Something they once thought was a done deal is unraveling before their very eyes. Documents are being rechecked, and the eyes reviewing them now are not ordinary. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. A higher authority has entered the process. This individual was not even part of the initial plan, but they've been spiritually assigned to this moment. They will see what others missed, and they will speak where others were silent. Your innocence will not need defending, it will defend itself. What is written in truth echoes louder than any lie, and that echo is already circling the ears of the guilty. The vibration of their wrongdoing has started a fire that can't be put out. Their hands are trembling, even when they smile in front of others. Their insides are shaking because the shadows are growing longer. They hear whispers when no one is around, and they keep checking their phones as if an alert is coming. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. They've contacted someone to help cover their tracks, but this person, whom they now desperately trust, is actually working in silence to expose them. Betrayal follows betrayal, and the same energy they sent out is returning. Soon, you'll hear your name in connection with something you didn't even know was happening. You will be shocked, but not defeated. The more you learn, the more protected you become. The person who used your signature did not act alone. There are at least 2 others involved, but one of them is already breaking. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They are tired of pretending. The fear of getting caught has become unbearable. Their behavior will shift noticeably, and that's how you'll know. Watch for sudden changes. One will start missing work. Another will begin pushing others away, and the third, the main person behind the signature, will try to play the victim. Archangel Michael says that truth doesn't need explanation. The moment it arrives, everything false burns away. You are being lifted above this storm so the world can see how it tried to swallow you, and failed. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. They forged your signature on something tied to property, power, or financial interest. It wasn't random, it was calculated. They wanted access to something that would have taken years to earn, and they tried to take a shortcut through your identity. But your spirit didn't allow it. Even though you didn't know it was happening, your soul rejected the betrayal, and that rejection sent out a warning to higher realms. Now, the energy is returning to sender. Their home has become filled with tension, they feel watched. And they are. They are being watched by consequences. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. They've looked through your social media, searched your name in databases, and tried to study your behaviors to copy them, but the more they pretend to be you, the more obvious their lie becomes. You cannot duplicate divine energy. They will begin to trip over themselves, their stories won't align. They'll forget details. People around them will start noticing inconsistencies, and someone very close to them, will begin recording everything. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. The days of pretending are over. You will soon be contacted, not with accusations, but with confirmations. The truth will come to your door wrapped in clarity. You may be asked to sign something again, but this time, it will be in your favor. The same system they tried to use against you will now protect you, and the balance will be restored. Archangel Michael says, do not be afraid of what's being revealed. This is your redemption arc. This is where your name shines again, untouched by the darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. If you've been experiencing strange resistance in your plans lately, this is why. The forged signature created a ripple in your timeline that delayed certain blessings. But the moment it is fully exposed, your blessings will return, faster and greater than before. You were never meant to be trapped in their game. You were always meant to rise above it. And that moment is nearly here. Their attempt to ruin your path is becoming their own undoing. The lie they created is now breathing down their back. It can no longer be controlled. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. There will be rumors, conversations, and partial truths spread. Do not respond to noise. The truth will make its own announcement soon. You won't need to fight, shout, or plead. Your silence will echo louder than any scream. And when the time comes, your voice will be undeniable. They forged your name for greed, but it will cost them everything they thought they'd gain. They gambled your truth for a moment of power, and they will lose. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. A spiritual reversal has already been issued. Everything meant to harm you is now circling back to its source. What they touched in secret will be shown in public. You were chosen to go through this, not to be broken, but to reveal the power of divine justice. You are proof that no matter how far someone goes in the dark, the light always wins. You may feel tired, but do not stop moving. Your steps are being guided, and the next door you open will be one that no thief can close. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Everything is accelerating now. People are asking questions. Trails are being followed. And their protection is crumbling. They had no idea that touching your name would awaken divine judgment. They laughed before, but now they whisper in fear. Because something is coming, and it has your truth written all over it. Archangel Michael says the lie is dying, the story is ending, and you are standing in the place of truth, whole, honored, and untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. A powerful shift is occurring behind closed doors. An investigation has silently begun, and your name is the center, not as a suspect, but as a victim. The one who forged your signature has no idea that their biggest fear is now reality. Their allies are slowly turning against them. People who once helped hide the truth are now stepping back, terrified of being dragged down with them. Loyalty is vanishing as exposure gets closer. Type Amen to get blessing 9191. Their phones are being checked. Emails scanned, footsteps followed. Every detail is under divine surveillance now. A crack appeared in their confidence days ago. It started when someone asked a question they couldn't answer. Since then, they've been walking on a path made of glass, and it's breaking beneath them. You, on the other hand, have remained calm. That calm is your power, because what they meant for destruction is turning into your confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 1311. Archangel Michael says this attack on your name wasn't just personal, it was spiritual. They tried to interfere with a destiny they did not understand. They attempted to pause what God ordained. But now, heaven is responding. The storm that once looked like it would consume you is now consuming them. They are confused, restless, and being spiritually cornered. What they planned is falling apart, completely. Type Amen to get blessing 1711. If you felt heavy, like something dark was pulling at your energy, it wasn't your imagination. The forged signature created a false spiritual contract. But that contract has been revoked by divine command. And now, the forces that were giving them false confidence have stepped back. The energy around them has turned cold. The silence they used to enjoy has now become a prison. Their dreams are now nightmares. They are being shown glimpses of what's coming. And no one around them can save them from what's already in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 8080. A location tied to this forgery will soon be exposed, an office, a storage room, or a small building with files. In that space lies the evidence that will speak louder than any excuse. They once told someone, they'll never find out. Those words will be repeated in front of the very person they were trying to fool. It will be the moment that seals their fate. You don't have to fight this battle, you just have to remain prepared, grounded, and alert. Your vindication is being written. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. People who once doubted you will be silent. Some will try to act like they always supported you. Let them. This moment isn't about revenge, it's about revelation. You've been chosen to show how lies collapse when truth rises. And now, the final unraveling has begun. Even their voice has changed. The way they speak has become sharp and defensive. That's the sound of guilt. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. A family member may try to get involved, pretending it's all a misunderstanding. Don't be distracted. The paper doesn't lie. The ink doesn't lie. The spirit behind the action cannot lie. A truth this big cannot be buried. You'll hear their name soon, in a conversation, a message, or a leaked file. And when you do, everything will suddenly make sense. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Archangel Michael says you are not to respond with fear, anger, or haste. You are to observe with spiritual clarity. This is your season of victory through exposure. The lie was meant to silence you, but instead, it elevated your name to a position of spiritual authority. You are now seen not just as innocent, but as chosen. That signature was not just forged, it was cursed. And whoever dared to use it is about to pay a price too great to calculate. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You will be called into a conversation. It may feel sudden, but it is divine timing. When it happens, speak only your truth. Nothing more, nothing less. Let the facts flow. Let the energy reveal itself. And above all, Let your silence speak before your voice does. The forged document has caused damage. But it will now bring restoration, multiplied, confirmed, and undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Behind the paper lies a secret motive: jealousy, greed, bitterness. They didn't just want your name, they wanted your access. They couldn't earn what you were given, so they tried to steal it, but you cannot steal what is protected. And your name is guarded by divine decree. That name will soon be written again, but this time, in honor, truth, and power. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. The one who forged it is losing sleep. You'll know them by the weight under their eyes, the tension in their hands, the cracks in their speech. Their fear is visible now, they are running out of time. And they know it. Because the very people they trusted to hide this with them are now becoming restless. Secrets don't stay quiet forever. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. You might feel emotional. Let yourself feel it. It's not weakness. It's release. You are releasing the energy of betrayal that was never meant to enter your life. Your aura is being cleansed. Even as you read this, your timeline is being corrected. And what they tried to steal is coming back to you multiplied. Your ancestors are smiling, because they see what's coming. And it's beautiful. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. This document will be reviewed in a setting where your spirit will be present, even if your body is not. Those reading it will feel something different, like they're being watched. That's your spiritual presence. The signature won't match, not just physically, but energetically. And someone reviewing it will stop and whisper, "This wasn't them." From that moment, the gates will open. The truth will break loose like a flood. And you will be remembered not by the lie, but by the strength you carried through it. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. You will be offered something soon. An apology. A settlement, a promise. Accept only what your spirit agrees with. Not every offer comes in honesty, but the right one will come. And it will be just. You will know because peace will follow. Archangel Michael says your identity cannot be forged. It is eternal. And anyone who tries to walk in your shoes will trip over your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1211.